The idea of this do a cover song first came when we attended this band competition back in 2014 called Ääni ja Vimma, and we got through to the semifinals, and then we got awarded like 2 days in the studio at Harju Youth Center studio in Helsinki, and we didn't have any plans like for recording new songs, so we decided let's do a quick cover of like some famous song.
When we decided to do a cover song, we didn't have any specific music style or genre we wanted to work with.
We had a few options which song we're gonna do the cover, and the final two like options were, of course, Dark Horse by Katy Perry, and the second was Adam Lambert's If I Had You.
But if I had you, that would be the only thing I ever need.
Which we actually rehearsed a couple of times, but then we decided to do the Katy Perry.
I remember when I was walking somewhere in Turku's harbor and listening some Spotify playlists just around and around, and there came this Katy Perry's Dark Horse song, and I thought exactly that this is a great song to work with as a cover.
You were gonna come to me. Here you are, but you better choose carefully.
The song had all the great elements to work with as a cover, because it had this cool rhythm thing and cool melody. The chorus is really cool because it has this cool build-up thing going on, and it doesn't actually ever end up anywhere. It just builds and builds and builds and goes back to verse, and there is so much space to do anything with it.
Then we went to the studio in Harju in Helsinki and spent 2 days like recording the first version of the song, and we really liked the version, but we never did release that version. And we played the song like a couple of years in our shows, and it seemed like everybody liked our version a lot, and you know, everybody got their phones out of their pocket and started taking videos every time we played the song. So we really knew that it's a good version.
When I joined the band in 2015, the first version of the song was already made, so I didn't have much say in it, but I really liked it, and the audience seemed to like it as well. When we started working with our manager Jani, he thought that our cover was great, but it still could be a little bit better, so we started to work on it again.
We did like many different versions where we tried different drum beats and added some parts and took off some parts, and we
just took the best parts from each of them. Then we also altered the tempo a bit, made it a bit faster, and then we dropped the key like one whole step down. So the pre-production and the production was made with Mark and Tuomas from Turku Rock Academy.
After the pre-production was complete, we recorded drums, bass and guitar in Auran Panimo here in Turku, and Matti's vocals were recorded in Denmark.
And once again we tried different amps with guitar, and we recorded them in Auran Panimo, but we ended up using DI guitars, which are recorded at home, and Jacob reamped them, and those are the guitars that are used in the final version.
Then we got the chance to work with with Danish producer Jacob Hansen, and he agreed to do the vocal production and the mixing and the mastering. So I went to Denmark for 3 days to record vocals. Recording vocals with Jacob was really nice because, you know, immediately when I went to the vocal booth and, you know, I heard my own voice from the headphones, it sounded so perfect because he had such like cool presets there, the reverb and the compression, and and that really kind of boosts your confidence as a singer, that you like immediately hear how the end product might sound. So it was really relaxed and pleasant to sing the vocals. After that session, we've worked with Jacob ever since. He's mixed every song after that we have made, and hopefully we will continue to work together in the future also.
So because of the song was going to be released through Spinefarm Records, we had a little budget for the music video, and with that budget we really wanted to be like as eye-catching and crazy as possible, and I think we managed to do that.
For the music video, we were really inspired by Katy Perry's music videos. Of course, The Dark Horse, obviously, but like all of her music videos are like these super crazy productions. So we had this idea that we combine like 4 of her music videos so that each of one has we have our own parts. The Dark Horse music video was like the obvious one with the Egypt theme and all. And then we chose Roar with the jungle theme. And then we had Bon Appetit with the chef like the cooking stuff, and Hot and Cold with the weddings in the church. We tried different things to do the videos, like filming in front of a screen where we would use a projector to project the background there, but that idea didn't work. And then we kind of like figured out that if we used green screen, we could make it work.
We made our own sets in the video, like this Egyptian themed boat, and in the first part and in the second part we made this jungle inside where Kasper was hanging out.
One of the best parts of the video, in my opinion, is the part where I'm jumping to the flower.
I got to be a jungle lady from Katy Perry's music video Roar, and we actually we shot a real fighting scene with a real tiger. And it was awesome.
And then, of course, I was dressed as a bride, like in the Hot and Cold music video. It was quite fun to fool around with that, and we had good times.
And we filmed the music video in Vimma, Turku with Anssi Ikonen and Juha Kurri. And we also got a lot of help from our friends with the makeup and outfits.
We or the filming crew hadn't done like in front of the green screen anything before that. So we kind of had to learn that from the ground up. And I started to edit the video myself, and I had to learn, to make the green screen effect and kind of like do the backgrounds. And I had done like the whole video day before we were going to release it. And then I watched some like tutorial videos from YouTube, and I realized I had done it all wrong. And then I started in the last evening, in the middle of the night, to do like the final version, try to repair everything, and sent the final version like middle of the night for the label to release it.
After the song was released, me and Matti went to Helsinki to be interviewed in the Radio Rock. The interview was hosted by Jussi69, and he watched the video just before the interview, and he was like, that's how you should do it. That's how you make a cover.